Okay, in the earlier session we talked about resistances in series, and there we understood that the effective resistance or equivalent resistance, effective resistance or equivalent resistance is the sum of the individual resistances. And there we understood that when the three resistances connected end to end or end on end, we will be calling the combination as the series combination. And there, regarding the current and the potential difference, how the current will be there in the circuit and how the potential difference will be there in the circuit. There, the potential difference gets divided and the current remains same throughout the circuit. So at each and every resistance, the current is remaining same, and the potential difference at each resistance gets divided, and the sum of these potential differences will give you the total potential difference provided by this battery. Okay, so this is the formula what or the expression what we extracted from that, and keeping in mind the important thing is V gets divided as V1, V2 and V3 at three resistances R1, R2 and R3, and the current remains same. So the total current I in the circuit will be equal to I at R1, I at R2 and I at R3, and the potential difference V gets divided into V1, V2 and V3, and V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So this is the important things to be kept in the mind when we are talking about this resistances in series. After understanding the concept, we will be going with a numerical given here. Just application of whatever the expression we have extracted here, the same thing, and the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So look at the question here or the problem here. An electric lamp whose resistance is 20 omega and a conductor of 4 omega resistance are connected to a 6 volt battery as shown in the figure. That means how they are connected here. So look at they are connected in series. This is the conductor of resistance 4 omega and electric bulb of resistance 20 omega. They are connected in series. Now this is connected to a 6 volt battery. Calculate the total resistance of the circuit. That's the first question. The second question is the current through the circuit. The current in the entire circuit, what will be the current? Or what is the reading in your ammeter? And the potential difference, PD means potential difference, across the electric lamp and conductor. Okay, so this PD means is potential difference, V. Okay, across the electric lamp and the conductor. So we have to find the potential difference across the electric lamp here and across this resistance. Now, first let us go with the first one, the total resistance of the circuit. So here, the resistance of this conductor is 4 omega and the resistance of the electric lamp is 20 omega. So the total resistance or the effective resistance or the equivalent resistance when they are in series, you know the formula, it is R1 plus R2, just adding them or summing them. So it is 4 omega plus 20 omega, it is 24 omega. So this is your effective resistance or equivalent resistance. Now coming to the second one, the current through the circuit. What will be the current through the circuit? So I in the circuit is how much? So for finding the I in the circuit, so what we are going to do here, we need the total resistance of the circuit and the potential difference provided by the battery. What is the total resistance in the circuit? So RE is equal to 24 omega. What is the potential difference applied there? It is 6 volt. So now I, R, V. We can apply Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. I is equal to V by R. So what is V here? It is 6 and resistance is 24, so it is 0.25. We are finding the current, so it will be in ampere. So that is the current in the circuit. Okay, next coming to the third one, the potential difference across the electric lamp and the conductor. What is the potential difference across the electric lamp? So here what is the potential difference? So for finding the potential difference across the electric lamp, you have to keep in the mind what is the resistance here and what is the current there. So at electric lamp, what is the current? The current remains same throughout the circuit because they are connected in series. The current remains same throughout the circuit, so it is 0.25 ampere. And what is the resistance? So resistance is 20 ohmega. So let it be R2, we have taken it as R2. So now what is the potential difference across this electric lamp? V is equal to IR. So it is 0.25 into 20. So many volts. That's your answer there. And the next question is, and the conductor, the potential difference across this conductor. That means what is the potential difference across this electric conductor? So at the conductor, So now at the conductor, so just when I'm talking about this conductor alone here, we have to consider the resistance here and the current through this conductor. So now what is the current? So current remains same throughout the circuit. So your I is equal to 0.25 ampere. And what is the resistance? We are taking it as R1. So it is 4 omega. And what is V? V is equal to IR. So it is 0.25 into 4 in volts. So after calculating that, you will get the answer here. So that's the problem here. So it's a very simple application of whatever the concept we have learned there. Just what is the effective resistance? Just adding the two resistances, because in series the effective resistance is sum of the individual resistances. So Re is equal to R1 plus R2. And what is the current in the circuit? For finding the current in the circuit, we need to take the total resistance in the circuit, the total resistance we found here, and what is the potential difference applied. So it is 6 volts. So using the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R. So we found the current in the circuit as, we got the answer there. And what is the potential difference across this electric lamp? When you are talking about the potential difference across this electric lamp, consider the current here and the resistance here. What is the current here? The current remains same throughout the circuit. Whatever the current we got here, 0.25 ampere, it is taken there. And what is the resistance of this? 20. So V is equal to IR, and multiplying them in volts. Okay. And at the conductor here, consider the current here and the resistance here, and apply the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So you are going to get the answer. Okay. Now pause the video and take the screenshot. Okay. Now we will go into the next combination, that is parallel combination. Parallel combination. So in this parallel combination, when we will be calling the resistances in parallel. So here, when all one ends connected to a point and all the other ends of the resistances connected to another point. All the one ends of the resistance is connected to a point and all the other ends of the resistance is connected to the another point. We will be calling the combination as the parallel combination. Let us see how it will be diagrammatically. Suppose if we are having the resistances R1, R2 and R3. So now these are the three resistances. Already you know, by using a zigzag line we represent the resistances like this. So this is R1, R2 and R3. Now according to our statement, whatever we have given here, all one ends connected to a point. All one ends connected to a point. So how to make it? So extend the line here and join it here. So all the one ends connected to a point, and all the other ends connected to the another point. Now this combination is the parallel combination. Now here we want to find the effective resistance due to these three resistances. So for this, what we are going to do, we are going to form a circuit here connected to a battery which provides a voltage V, and to know the current in the circuit, it is A, and a plug key is arranged here, and a circuit is formed like this. And if the key is put on, the current flows from the positive to negative, so I'll put the arrow mark like this. So now after making the circuit here, first I want to know what happens to the current and what happens to the potential difference at each resistances. So now here, just plug in the key and see what is the reading in the ammeter. So let the reading in the ammeter be I. Let the reading in the ammeter be I. So now what I'm going to do is, I want to find the current at R1, the current at R2, and the current at R3. So now take the ammeter and just add the ammeter here and find the current in the ammeter here now. So now here you are going to get the current as at R1, it will be I1. And similarly here, make the ammeter here and take the reading at R2, the current is I2. And here or here, whatever it is, it doesn't make any change. So now it is R3, it is I3. So here, the total current in the circuit I is not same at R1 and R2 and R3. So here we got the different values here, and if we just take these three values and if we add these I1, I2 and I3, we are going to get the total current in the circuit. Okay, so now from this we understood that the current in this combination is getting divided. The current in this combination means in the parallel combination, the current is getting divided. So in parallel combination, current gets divided. Okay, so this is the important point to be noticed. And let us see what happens to this potential difference. So here the total potential difference provided by the battery is V. So now let us, for finding out the potential difference at across A and B, just to make an voltmeter here and see the V reading there, and so at there also we will be finding the reading as V. And take the voltmeter at V at R1, just make it, and at R1 we can find the reading as V. And at R2, I think you know how to make the voltmeter arranged in the circuit across the parallel, across the ends of the resistances. So it is also V. At R2 it is also V, and R3 it is also V. That means in this combination, in parallel combination, V remain same. Okay, so this is another important point to be noticed there. Now, in the entire circuit, so in the circuit, if you consider the entire circuit, the total potential difference is V, and the total current is I, and the effective resistance or equivalent resistance is R. Take it as R or E. So now applying Ohm's law to this, we get V is equal to IRE. So now we are going to work with the current, because here in this the current is getting divided. So I am going to write it in the form as I is equal to V by RE. I is equal to V by RE, and I am going to use this, keeping in mind that the current got divided. So now at R1, at resistance 1, what is the resistance at R1? Resistance is R1, the current is I1, and V is V itself. So now applying Ohm's law here, applying Ohm's law there, so now I is equal to V by R. So here I is I itself, V is V itself, R is R1, I is I1. So this is what we have got at R1. So at R2, resistance is R2, I is I2, and V is V. So now here, applying Ohm's law here, you are going to get I2 is equal to V by R2. And at R3, R is R3, I is I3, and V is V itself. So now I3 is equal to V by R3. So now for the entire circuit, I is equal to V by RE. At resistance R1, I1 is equal to V by R1. So this is the one we got it here. And at R2, I2 is equal to V by R2. And at R3, I3 is equal to V by R3. Now let us use this. So I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. What is I? This is for the entire circuit. It is V by RE. What is I1? V by R1. What is I2? V by R3. What is I3? V by R2, and it is V by R3. So in this, V is common here. So now we are going to get it as 1 by RE is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So this is what we have extracted from this explanation, and this we will be taking as the expression for the resistances are connected in parallel combination. To just tell it in the form of a sentence, this is not the effective resistance, this is the reciprocal of effective resistance. This is the reciprocal of effective resistance. The reciprocal of effective resistance is, we should not say as the sum of the resistances here. They are also the reciprocals of the individual resistances. So the reciprocal of effective resistance is the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. Okay, once I am repeating here, the reciprocal of effective resistance is the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. So now here, the important thing to be kept in mind, when we are doing in the series, in the series combination, there we have taken, there we understood that there I remained same and V got divided. I remain in series combination, I remained same and V got divided. In parallel combination, V remained same and I got divided. That's the only difference here. And there we used that, instead of here we used I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 for just getting this. And in series combination we use V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So like this, basing on this very concept here, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is in parallel combination current gets divided, in parallel combination V remains same, and applying Ohm's law we got the expression here. The reciprocal of effective resistance is the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. Okay, now pause the video, take the screenshot and take the notes.